We have fought many creatures, such as giant walking stones, giant one-eyed creatures, huge frogs, and fearsome horse-like centaur creatures, but we have yet to fight massive moving machines, such as this guy right here, a Flux Construct. Let's see how much damage this does against one dude. I think that was already a defeat against this Flux Construct. This poor thing. That is just one mighty lineable with bombs. But hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Tears of the Kingdom. So today we are going to be fighting Flux Constructs, because those are the only remaining mini-bosses that we have yet to fight. Kind of interesting how they only really show up in the sky or in the depths. There's none in the overworld, which I find kind of interesting, but mind you, Gloom Hands are only found on the overworld and the depths. Okay, we want to go right there. Can't even see the big guy. Mind you, it hasn't really loaded in yet, so there's that. But also, just off camera, I went around, not Gore City, but Death Mountain, to replenish our bows and a couple of our weapons. My goodness, the buffs that it adds. I did not know until today that the Octorok should actually give times 5 shots for our unlinables. So we have a couple of those ones, which I would like to test on a couple of level 3 constructs. I just don't know which one is which until we actually go and fight them. So I think this construct right here might be a level 1 still. But just with this times 3, just normal learnable, it's already enough for us. Like, how intense does it have to actually be? And I don't think all of them are going to be with these. You know what? Let's just do it without bomb arrows. See how much damage it does. Okay, Flux Contract number 2. So it's already blowing off here. So with this, wow. Okay, we are completely obliterating this poor thing. I didn't really have time to just wake up. You know what? I could have probably just shot it right there, but hey, that's okay. Please do not decide to hit the hoverboard, please. Well, hoverbike, not hoverboard. Close enough, I suppose. Now, the next 3 are kind of clumped together, but one of them is in, or on, Thunderhead Island, so I don't know how it's going to be to try to fight that thing. Yeah, this one, you can just fight it. See if we can see which one it is from here. Number 3. And it seems like the ones that are number 3 tend to be walking around. I'm not 100% sure about that. Because there's some of the depths that we could have fought before, but we just haven't. Okay, there's no Tulin, so we're not gonna just fly with him across here. I just feel better fighting these things without Tulin in them, because it just feels more fun to do. Let's see, where is this? It's on its shoulder. Okay. So it looks like we're going to just boop the spring. Hello, big boy. How are you doing? Yeah, no, I don't think you're going to do that. I think I'm just gonna drop some bombs on you. Okay, so it looks like only the first Flux Constructs, or number 1 Constructs, are the only ones that will just get automatically defeated like this, or with it's a normal bow. But goodness, these things. I love these weapons. Rather to fuse whatever material this thing is. But now the next one, it's right across there. Now to the next one, which should just have to fight this way. Oh yeah, you can already see it in the arena. It's amazing how much are actually so close together. And then we have King Gleox, which are also pretty close, but not quite. I thought those birds were seagulls. So the next one that we're gonna fight, which is somewhere over there, I don't actually know how quickly we're going to be able to find it, because I've only found it by just walking around it without the map, because I haven't actually completed the quest. Not just in this file, but in other files that I've made, so should be interesting, but shouldn't be too hard to find it though. I think I can also just briefly see part of the island just sticking out there. We almost want to run away. So you might need to also make another hover bike after this, and I don't mind doing that. We have plenty of materials, and also plenty of Zonai if we run out of materials for it. It's on his arm this time. Oh, it is cool. It's kind of like a watch. Now for one of the time 5 lino bows, which is beautiful looking. I don't know if I'm actually hitting it or not. That just completely destroyed it. So is this a ×1, ×2, or ×3? It must not be a ×1 considering it is still barely alive, but stunned. I love that detail. And that was a number 3. My goodness, that stunned her for some time. Imagine if there's a ×4. We were standing that close for it. But that would be intense though. Like these are 32. They're very close to being near, I think, the Moblin Horn, the highest Moblin that you can actually fight. But yeah, we just need to go towards the island. And I have it marked on the map, so hopefully we'll be able to find it safely, but we shall see about that. This time I'm not going to use descent, the callback. We're just going to fly to the island, and if we need to go through it blindly, we're going to go through it blindly. But we're going to start off with the first, or the upper part of it. So, have you also gone through this island before going to the quest and just kind of blindly navigated it through? Or did you first, no, I guess get the curse lift off? I think it's a curse if I remember. I've seen other people do it before, but that's about it. And thankfully just some lightning, so we're able to kind of see through it. So it might actually be on the lower tier, if I remember, because I remember walking past it a few times, but we shall see. Also, I guess comment question of the day, two in one, depending on if you want to answer one of them, both of them, or none of them, because you don't have to feel obligated to, where it's so hard. What is your first boss that you fought, and what boss do you find the easiest to fight? Because to me, aside from Flux Constructs, because these are pretty much the tutorial bosses, I find Gloomhand / Phantom Guidance to be the easiest bosses to fight, and we just fought a bunch of them in the last episode, and now we're drawing near the island, so we should probably just go in a little further, and we should also probably take off all of our bows and stuff, because obviously there is lightning in here. So it would be ideal that we don't get electrified, but still okay. So I don't see it in here, but it looks like we are just gonna drop off and hope that we can actually find it. It's kind of cool how you can also just briefly see the whole thing. Yeah, so it's not there. So it must then be below somewhere that we can't see. Yeah, no, it's not right there. Where are you, Flux Construct? Where are you? That would be funny if it actually ended up being right here. So weird. Just gonna keep our weapons on until the game decides, hey, you know what? I want to attack you. By attack, I mean electrify, so we can keep this on. And if you're wondering how I navigated through here without it, I literally just did this and started hoping that we could go around and be safe. Now imagine if a Gloomhand was up here. It feels like one of those places that would be just evil enough to add it. Who's in there, I wonder? I never went into this location before. Oh my goodness. Hi, Octorops. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Did you just electrify you guys? Really? I mean, okay, I ain't complaining. This is beautiful too. So Flux Constructs gotta be somewhere around here unless it doesn't show up beforehand, but also a brief pause to see what is in here. So I think the Flux Constructs is actually near this thing. So I'm looking at the interactive map, which is what I tend to go on before doing these kind of episodes to see where we need to go. And it looks like its arena should be down here, maybe? Oh, Yeah, right here. I just don't know which kind of construct this is actually going to be. Oh, that's right. We don't actually have our bows. So let's plop it down here. Hi, big boy. For this one, I will pull out all the stages because I kind of feel like it. So, you're our third construct. Okay, but where is your thingy-majigger? Because I want to throw bombs at you. Okay, well, thank you, bombs, for dealing some damage. And we could also just easily grab its head. Because, like, our back of head, whatever it is. Oh, it's also on the construct itself. Okay, so technically a Hylia could actually help us in this battle. I have no idea where its head is now. It's part of the reason why I wanted to get the stages here with us, because we are doing this very blindly. Okay, oh, now you're all the way up there. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. That's okay, it shouldn't be too bad of an issue, though. Definitely want to climb up here, though. And we also have its brother's head. Okay, where are you now? Hi, Toon, it's good to see you up here, buddy. Are you also going to try to attack it, though? I saw its head go somewhere here? Is that it? No. Where are you guys running to? You guys are helpful. Thank you, side on them. Minoru and them. Minoru, why are you not trying to smack it? Okay, whoever smacked us there, I appreciate you. Oh my goodness, it actually makes it a little bit more fun when you don't know exactly where to hit. I've never actually seen a Flux Construct switch sides before. Or switch where it is. So what are you gonna do now? Bro. You must be in the cube then. Clearly somebody's able to hit you. Okay, thank you very much. And at least it's still not too bad. This is also why I say it's a pretty easy boss. It's just a pretty strong weapon, but it's not the strongest that I have here. It's like, oh. So once again, I love how these things look. They look so cool. Their eyes too. Now we should just be able to fire away out here, thankfully with safety, because, well, actually we could still run into things, but relative safe and not have to worry about getting hit by thunder. Yay, now we have our friend Yunobo back with us. I kind of miss having Yunobo on a hoverbike like this. I still find it hilarious how he can actually end up on the edge of these and just be perfectly happy with getting ready to charge like that. Be free, my friend, be free! And now at least we can see where we're going without hopefully worrying about Hylia having to attack us. So I'm actually going to put our weapons back on, but without a shield because it's not like I'm really using a shield. And oh, okay, it's a good thing the clouds have dispersed or whatever it would be called, otherwise we wouldn't really be able to see that we need to go to set a little more up. Don't know why right now using the hoverbike is just really awkward. Sometimes they're really nice to control, other times it's like, yeah, no, I don't think so. Also, I just decided to use a little bit of extra batteries here because, you know what, this feels good to do. Like, why not? The most harm it's gonna do is that it's gonna waste them. But it's not like using the large or giant, whatever it is, a zonite charge, so it's not gonna go to waste. Also, kind of want to see if we can actually hit this thing in the face or shoulder or arm or leg or body in general. Or not with Yunobo. I'm completely off topic, but right now something that is circling on my head rent-free right now is a parody of Shut Up and Dance With Me, which is Shut Up and Dance With Me, but the interest is lost quickly. Hello, Flux Construct. You have something down on the floor, and I'm just gonna shoot Yunobo to see if we can actually hit it. We can. And okay, there's normal shooting. Okay, that's a lot of damage. And we also have a Gloom Sword with us with a Lino thing. See how much damage it does against this. Nice and easy. Oh, it's also a third level construct. So it looks like all the level 3 constructs that we can fight all have are all walking around at this chest. Almost said all have his chest. A sage as well, okay. I guess one thing we could also do is go around and just try to find sages. Now the next one I don't think we can actually hover bike to. Not where we were from at least. But oh my goodness, I forgot that this island has 0 gravity. I really love these islands. It is so fun to be on, but really awkward to control the bike now. Hopefully we go in the right direction. I think a cloud is actually just completely obstructing it. I saw Hyrule Castle from up here, and I was like, well, I wonder what that is. And like, the most massive amount of gloom around one location. And the giant thing that's hovering in the sky, it's gotta be Hyrule Castle. Oh, we might not be able to get to in time, but I love how we can see. Oh, actually, we might be able to get to the Flux Construct first. Because I think that this island down there that we're going towards it now is actually where it is. And back to no 0 gravity, so whew, at least it makes it nice and easy to actually be able to fly there now. And I know that we don't really need a star fragment, but considering how rare they still are, it would be nice to just go to them. I love how you can grab them from the air in this game, considering they come from the sky. So there's a chance another one could spawn when we actually get to the island. Hello, other Flux Contract. I'm assuming that once again, you are one of the level 3 ones that we can get. Oh, just barely getting it. It's so satisfying to be able to actually hit them like that, though. And we can attack from the top like this, too. I feel bad for these Flux Constructs, though. We stun them, and they don't even have a chance to fight back. But thankfully, on the plus side, it's nice and quick kills. So I guess, hopefully, they don't feel pain. Just because they're a machine doesn't mean they can't think or feel anything. I mean, the zone, they look like they could be pretty terrified. But I still want to go to that. Oh, it's next to the Flux Construct that we can get. So I guess back to the Great Sky Island just to get a star fragment. Very briefly. I mean, some pauses will be fine, though. I know that we can just go straight to it via a shrine as well, or at least a shrine down below its surface. But it feels a bit easier to actually see where we're going when we could just go to the sky. Plus we can get a great view of that whirlpool right there, which I always thought that was going to be part of one of the Korok quests. But I don't think this one in particular one is. I think it's another really swirly one that we can get from them. Now, I completely adore the fact that we can actually get quests from Koroks. Not just like the one outside the Great Deku Tree, but just general ones. They're so cute. Also, I actually have a few Korok figures that I got. I have them kind of throughout the room, and I would love to collect more. And speaking of Korok, apparently there's a Korok up there, and we may as well go and grab while we're down here. It's too bad there's not low gravity. I realized I said 0 gravity when I meant to say low gravity. There's so many things wrong with this guy now. So hello, at least you're really easy to get. Now back to the task at hand, which, wow, okay. We have cold resistance, but unfortunately the cold resistance doesn't last that long. So we are going to fight the time, see how long it takes to actually fight this thing. Before we start taking a lot of damage, which hopefully it won't take that long. And get another third one. Okay, I see you, game. I see you. Yes, I'm still using the bow because this one ended up being a really strong bow. And we just missed it. But I love how it even just turned around like, huh? What is there? What is going on? Thank you, dude. I'm sorry that I have to come down here and like, destroy you like this. But at the same time, you're kind of more of a threat, and just like that, we didn't even have to worry about... Ooh, an old map!
Nice.
Now for our next Flux Construct, which I want to see if we can launch to, just barely out of range of being able to fly right there. Now let's see which one this is going to be. This is going to be a Construct 1, 2, or 3. Let's see if I can see from the eyes. A second one. Okay, cool. I was like, you know what, may as well just actually look at it back to see what it is. And we already defeated it, or did it just get stunned? It only got stunned. It's also very cool, the fact that unless we're actively fighting it or the health bar is up, it won't actually look, or the sages won't actually want to fight them. And now the last construct that we're gonna go to is one that I even know there was. It's actually up in the temple. Mind you, last time that we were in the... Okay, I guess we're just not going to use a hover bike to get to. It's up in the temple, which I didn't even realize there was one that was in there. It's a waterfall that's not going to load, or is this just another island completely? It's another island completely. That's so sad. Okay, well, hopefully 2N will allow us to get just far enough to get to the waterfall, which is right there. Shoot, that is gonna be a no. Oh, but then there's that one. Okay, I don't know why I was looking at that smaller one and be like, yeah, no, you have to get to this one. No, the fact that it goes all the way down into actual water down here, that's impressive. But no, anyways, what made me surprised to know that there's a Flux Constructs in, or I guess on the way to the temple, because both times we didn't really go from both times that we've played, we haven't gone through layer to layer. The first time that we did most of it, but the second time, which was the last time that we entered it, which was in our first challenge video, was that just use a hover bike to get all the way up to. And from the way the water and the waterfall was added together, it looked like it was going to go into the whirlpool. It's unfortunate that it didn't, but on the plus side we made it here, and we should easily be able to just go across here. You could probably just use a hover bike to get up to it. And after all that, we could have just... What am I doing? Could have just used the shrine. Oh well. I just wanted to see if we could hover bike, and at that point that's all I was thinking of, just making it over here. Now I'm just gonna keep this armor on, because you know what, why not? It's a very nice armor. I don't know if it was necessarily made for Link. I mean, maybe. Because I think it's the same armor that Mifa made for Link in Breath of the Wild. It's gonna be down there, okay. Hello, Flux Constructs. I'm not gonna give you the time to say hello. I'm just gonna hit you, and you too. Just like that. That was the last Flux Constructs of the day. So I believe that is the last one that's actually up on the Sky Island. And it was a Flux Construct 2. Hey Sidon, how's it going? Look how they're all kind of lined up, aside from Yunobo and Minoru. I have no idea where those two are. And that's not like I have them unmarked or anything either. They just don't want to show up for whatever reason. But yeah, anyways. With that then, shall leave it here. In the next episode, we are gonna fight the dungeon bosses. Or I guess the main bosses or bosses. You know, I keep calling mini bosses bosses. So it's what they feel like. But yeah, anyways. Until then, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Slap the subscribe button. Say something down in the comments down below. Do what you do, and I'll see you at the next one. Hi, Yunobo and Mary, where did you guys come from? I don't know. Peace.